we are happy to unveil this new line, which is Hommage, which is the fifth family of product within Roger Dubuis. The concept is very easy. We have the very first piece done by Mr. Dubuis, which was at that time what has made him existing in that business. Yes. This association of spectacular movements to strong designs were the grounding, founding elements of what is still Roger Dubuis today. And once we have launched all these families of Excalibur, Monégasque, Pulsion, Velvet, yes, which had a limited history because there were new lines from scratch, we asked the designers to be able to think about revitalizing the first idea of Roger and to launch it in a way which is not traditional. So you see how in our theater today, you see how the advertising features the fantasy world of yes, what it will be, yes, all that stuff, the steampunk origin, and so on and so on. After having launched a lot of new families, yes, we were believing it was time also to honor the very first idea of Mr. Dubuis and also to please all the early adopters of the brand, which from 1995 to 2000 have been very fascinated by the arrival in the middle of nowhere of this new brand, which was associating these spectacular timepieces in terms of movements to these new designs. And when we came to this idea, we kept the case as the founding platform to which we have added new movements, so double tourbillon, single tourbillon, the chronograph, the automatic. So 4 movements which are all exclusive to Roger Dubuis, as you know, which are all mechanical, which are all with the Poisson de Genève, to bring it and to launch it with elements which are not traditional. So this is made internally in our company, and you have people which are using the same standards of the Poisson de Genève, which are creating this type of stripes to get this solar impact, but with a depth of 0.7 millimeter, which makes it strongly visible on a strong design feature of the movement. It's made by hand for the double tourbillon. It is made by machine for the rest of the collection. I'm happy because you know Roger Dubuis from the very first day. And it's not easy to bring an innovation in which you find yourself a point of connection to the very first watch. When you come with a new program like Excalibur or Velvet, okay, you start from scratch. It's from a white page. Here, you had in mind this original idea. So it's good if you see that there is a relationship. We have a vintage model, which is the Flying Tourbillon Grand Date Power Reserve Indicator, in which we will play, or we are playing already today, the Mother of Pearl, the enamel platform, where we can put all the former ingredients more traditional in that timepiece, which is our point where we can also differentiate Hommage compared to Excalibur, Velvet, and the other ranges. When you see a double tourbillon, I always say you don't have to write Roger Dubuis, but you know that it is something which does not exist in the market, and with high likelihood it's a Roger Dubuis product. So we have capitalized the last 2 to 3 years a lot behind the double tourbillon Excalibur, which is the contemporary approach of because it's a skeletted one. So the double tourbillon is for Excalibur, a skeleted contemporary version, and this one is the more traditional non-skeleted version. And we have a growing business because for many customers, Roger Dubuis stands for tourbillon, tourbillon stands for Roger Dubuis. And there is a growing number of people who know about high-end watches. There is a growing number of people who can afford high-end watches. And when you come to that level of price segment, Roger Dubuis is, I don't say always, but often a brand which comes in your final shopping list. Double tourbillon, we sell about 250 double tourbillon a year. And it's a growing segment. It's a growing segment because I believe a lot in these iconic concepts where the more you exhibit it, the more we have 250 new ambassadors a year. You know, if you treat these 250 people the way they should be treated, it's 250 additional people who promote your brand during the year. Product is one layer. The second layer is our retail approach. A Roger Dubuis boutique is a lounge in which you can easily enjoy time, not only to see new watches or new manufacture, but approaching different other subjects. So we don't have boutiques which present 100 different SKUs per square meter, but we love to lose time in a way, lose space to be able to make the people feeling like at home because they are in a lounge like the one you are when you are traveling in planes, where it's your couple of minutes of relaxing before flying. It's the same with us. We are in shopping malls like Marina Bay Sands. However, we try to create an environment which is recreating what you could potentially experience at home. It was already the case with Hommage. You feel it with the skeleton automatic. We were initially planning to have it launched during this fair, and at the end of the day, we decided to delay it by a year for two major reasons. Number one, the pre-tests we have been doing show us that the quantities we were thinking we were able to supply were not enough the first year. The second point, that Hommage is really our core focus. On this second story will have been behind Hommage, despite it would have been a great story. So it's ready. We could sell it already during this fair, but we don't do it. It is exactly what we did with Quatuor last year, which was ready 2 years ago. But 2 years ago we had Pulsion on Velvet to be launched, and if we would have launched Quatuor below the curtain, behind the scene, and so on, it will never have got the same impact that Quatuor has got last year. When you were entering the booth, you had the Eagle, one product was the Silicium Quatuor. So the issue that we work with a lot of creative people in Roger Dubuis, and we have a hell amount of new ideas to come. The point is that the SIHH is only one staging, and it's only 5 days. So what is the unique message among the 20 that the 20 brands are going to forward you? What is one message we can convey, and not too many of them? Way you are theatralizing the stories. We're in the same business. We theatralize products, you theatralize stories. And the quality of your approach, the angle, the pertinence of the text, the quality of the pictures are making it luxury at its best. And I'm very glad that we are partners in that operation. Perhaps not in all the countries, but hopefully we'll come to that when you have the UK version, because it's a very respected, high-end reference in the media business.